Good morning, family. This is Ricky. Welcome to Hope for Today. Happy Friday. We made it all the way to the end of what we've been calling People Week at Hope for Today. We talked about virtues of friendship, of relationship that are incumbent for you to navigate your world with people. We talked about charity and truthfulness. We talked about hopefulness, being a person who's restful. And lastly, I just want to encourage you as you step into your weekend with, I think, what is the most important virtue of relationships, and that's commitment. It's commitment. Colossians 1:29, Paul says, "For this I toil, struggling with all his energy that he powerfully works within me." Paul says, I'm so committed to this assignment of apostleship that God has called me to that I'll toil for, I'll struggle. I think it's the idea of commitment. I think it's the idea that Paul is saying, no matter how hard it is, no matter how hard church people are, no matter how hard this is to contend for the gospel with all the onslaught of the enemy, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to do what God's called me to do. I'm going to be committed. And I think that's what some of our people in our lives may need to hear from us, that even if they fail, we're committed. That even if they fall short, we're committed. You see, the beauty of God's love, brother and sister, is that I know it's always going to be there. Are you hearing me? The beauty of my relationship with Jesus is that I don't have to perform for him, is that I don't have to ever worry is he's ever going to give up on me. Now, don't hear me say that you need to subject yourself to being abused or being perpetually betrayed and abused. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying at the end of the day, as much as possible, scripture says, live peaceably with all men and show that commitment. If you don't hear nothing else, y'all hear this: commitment matters. Commitment matters. There is a story about a husband and wife who were in love and had kids, had been married for years, and tragically, the woman got in a terrible accident, should have died, in ICU, completely disfigured in her face. And her biggest fear when she came to was what would her husband think of her when he saw that she had been disfigured. And so she's really got a gnarled face, and life has drastically changed. She's going through all the trauma of that. And her husband walks in, just glad she's alive, and starts to hug on her and kiss her. She says, "Don't kiss me. I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm not this, I'm not that. My face is all scrunched up." And in this wonderful, compassionate move, the man leans over to his wife, and he scrunches up his face like hers and leans over and kisses her. It's the idea that no matter what has happened to you, I'm willing to put myself in your space and love on you because I am committed to you. The gospel is this: 2,000 years ago, sin had us scrunched up. On a cross called Calvary, he allowed himself to be scrunched up, that all those who were scrunched can still know the love of God. That's commitment. And that's hope for today. I'll see you next time.